All right, I'm back. Yeah, so just so y'all know, I have four screens. This is one, two, three, four. So, and I'm looking up, looking at the chat. But tonight you're going to be watching me work, like for real work. One thing you guys don't know about government contracting is it's kind of fun. Government contracting is a lot of fun. Now you might be thinking, fun, like we're talking about fun. I know it's fun to win money, but government contracting fun. So I was recently, hold on. I don't like the way that looks. It's bullshit. But whatever. Okay. There we go. Done. All right. So yeah, I was recently working on some solicitations. I was going through sam.gov. And I was looking at all of the solicitations that they had on sam.gov. And y'all, I started getting excited. Not excited because I have people who can do it, but I do have people who can do it. But excited because it's like, y'all don't realize when y'all start doing government contracting and you know that what you're doing or what you're getting ready to do, all you need to do is make a phone call and get a quote. You don't have to have no money. You don't have to have anything. All you have to do is get a quote. When you know that, y'all, everything changes. Like everything changes. So you start seeing these solicitations and you start thinking in your head, ooh, that one look good. Ooh, that was going to be easy to get. Ooh, I like this one. Ooh, this sounds fun. And it's kind of like a game. So actually searching on sam.gov is really fun. And for those of you who are on sam.gov and you haven't even went to sam.gov to search, you missing out because there are so many things. So today, instead of being in my studio, I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask questions. I mean, people, you guys can ask me any questions you want. I'm going to do some work. You can watch me work or watch me do how I do my government contracting. So, I mean, it's 8:00, so I probably won't be making phone calls, but you guys can watch me work and watch me do how I do. So I'm going to move this. Once again, I have four screens, so that's why I'm looking up, but I'm going to move this screen over here. Y'all can see me, and I'm going to move this over here. And move that one right there. Okay, cool. That's a little bit better. So my head's turned this way, but I see you guys. The camera's here, and then I see you guys on TikTok. Okay, so I'm excited because I'm getting ready to actually work on some solicitations because, like I said, I was thinking about some stuff the other day, and I was like, you know what? I miss this. I miss going through Sam. Oh, sorry. 35076. I'm logging into sam.gov right now, which I highly suggest you guys do. 350-768. Because if, oh my God. Hold on. 3507. I highly suggest that when you guys are working on sam.gov, you actually log in because what? Okay, y'all. This pissing me off. Hold on. It's not letting me log in. I want to log into Sam. So for those of you, here we go again. For those of you who are just joining me, I am actually working on solicitations tonight, so y'all can see what it kind of look like. Instead of not going live, I figured I'll come on here and work solicitations. And that way you guys can see and ask whatever questions you have. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 solicitations that I'm about to put in my system so I can be able to work. Now, will I work them all? I don't know. But that's how I search. So first thing, when you are working in SAM.gov, you want to search for the solicitations you're looking for. That's what I do. I pull up all the solicitations. It's Control R. I pull up. Oh, no. The only bad thing about logging in is that when it logs you out every 10 minutes or something. So guys, you got to be careful with that. But anyway, when I'm looking for solicitation or when I get ready to start working, I actually I do a search. And when I do a search, I actually look at everything that I'm searching. Some people just like look at the first page or the second page. I don't do that. I'm looking at every single page of the search, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the search. I'm going to pull out what's interesting, and I am going to put it to the side so I know, maybe what I might be working on. So this is what I found. And this is what got me excited again. Like, y'all, I don't know if y'all know I do this video called The Government is Asking for What? And some of the stuff on here that they're asking for is really cool. So let me tell you what I am going to be working on. Oh, my hand's ashy. Let me tell you what I'm going to be working on. So we got dorms, dryer, vent cleaning. So they want somebody to come clean. I'm assuming it's the barracks, like military dorms, dryer, vent. We got a portable x-ray system. We got a physical therapist. I am going to do that one because as a federal concierge, I actually do hire out independent contractors. I can do that. So I actually hire out independent contractors. So I'm going to be doing that one. We got a dust collector. I don't know what a dust collector is. We got some furniture. Listen, y'all, we got a joystick. The government wants a joystick. I haven't even gotten to that, but like, am I thinking joystick like video game joystick? I don't know, but the government is asking for it, so it was interesting to me. And y'all might ask, well, Trina, how do you know which ones to pick when you're doing the search? Well, I just pick whatever sounds interesting. If it sounds interesting, it sounds cool, that's what I'm going to pick. So a joystick, I can't wait to get into that one. They're looking for signage, so probably like a sign somewhere. Carpet removal and installation. They're looking for a 6-person audio booth. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to find out. They want to install loading ramp. Listen to this one, y'all. Sports officiating and scorekeeping services. They're looking for referees. The government is looking for referees. That's what I'm telling y'all. The government be asking for everything. And for that one, I would probably hire out as well. But I'm definitely going to do that. And it's good because the ones that I actually hire out, like the physical therapist and the sports officiating and scorekeeping services, I can make up the quote right now. I don't need someone to make up the quote because I'm going to actually hire the person myself. So really, I can just go ahead and submit 2 right now. And that's really that's how easy it be. You can actually become the prime and hire independent contractors yourself. And if you do that, guess what? You make up the quote. You making up the price. So you really ain't got nobody to wait for. So sports officiating and scorekeeping services. So they're looking for a referee. Dental lab services. I don't know what that is. Roof repair. Listen, y'all, mortuary services. That one sounds interesting. This is how I search. I go through all the solicitations and I think, ooh, that sounds fun. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Although I'm not doing the physical work. I'm not doing the physical work at all. But it sounds interesting. So I'm just gonna find somebody else to do the work. Mortuary services, ammunition. I'm not sure about that one. I don't really like doing ammunition and weapons because one, I'm kind of nervous about looking it up because I don't want no FBI coming to my door like, why are you looking for XYZ? So I don't know about that. We got pest management, hazmat and coveralls, rubber boots. I was working on that one last time. We got sign language interpreter, another one that I am going to bid on myself. Another one I'm going to bid on for me. Once again, if you find a solicitation that is actually an independent contractor or like a doctor, a lawyer, or something like that, you can do that one yourself. You can do that one yourself. You can hire out an independent contractor, and that's what I'm going to do. So that's physical therapy, speech language, and what was the other one? The sports official, the referee. I'm going to find people to do that. And now, guys, that's 3 already I'm submitting. You see how fast you can submit? Those 3 I'm going to submit a proposal on, because I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be the real prime contractor, and I'm going to hire out independent contractors to do that work. Then we got, look, a podcast table. Yo, the government wants a podcast table. So I am definitely going to probably start with that one first. And then we got courier laboratory specimen services. So those are the ones that I marked that I'm interested in. And now I'm getting ready to just go through my system, put everything in my system, and, try to work it. And if you guys got any questions about how, what else you do during government contracting, when you work in it, what you should do, go ahead and post the questions in the comments, because whether you guys talk or not, I need to be on here for an hour. So if you guys got questions, I suggest you ask it. Otherwise, I'm literally just getting ready to do work. So right now I created a platform for me to be able to put my solicitations that I'm working on into a platform. It used to be this platform right here, the contract organizer. I used to put everything in here, and I still do sometimes, but now that I have an actual platform, I created using Riplet. I created a whole website using Riplet. Y'all want to see it? If y'all want to see, oh my God, if y'all want to see the website, say I want to see it, I'll show you. But if nobody gonna talk to me, I'm not showing you nothing. So I created a whole website to bid for me, so I can keep records of everything. And so I knew somebody was gonna say it. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Let me flip. I'm sorry, YouTube. I can't show you because you're not a thing. But let me flip it around. So, hold up. Let me flip it. Hold on, find how to flip it. Hold on. How do I flip? Hold on. How do I flip? Yo, I can't find the flip. Wait, is it this thing? Oh, YouTube. Okay, they updated. Okay, whatever. Okay, so this is a little like y'all. I created this. Okay, it's called the pricing desk. I created this like from scratch using Riplet. I told it what I wanted, and this is my dream. So right now, I told you I'm about to do the portable tables. So what I'm doing is I'm uploading the portable table solicitation from sam.gov, and then I'm going to push it to myself and I'm going to work it. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So this is my little system. It allows me to, let me just show you just a little bit, right? And like I said, I created this. So my bidding day for me is Thursday. So that's how I keep me accountable. I bid every Thursday. I have to bid at least one solicitation a week. That's my goal. I do bid more. I bid 4 last week and blah, blah, blah. So I did that. So that's my day. I submitted. Well, I didn't even submit today, did I? No, I didn't. So I don't know. Oh, I know why I did that. Okay. But anyway, and these are the ones that I'm getting ready to bid on. This is waiting to submit. Okay. These are the ones that's waiting to submit. I have all of these ready. I'm just waiting for some information from the subcontractor. But this is how I bid. This is the solicitation I'm working on. A fence replacement. Not a fence replacement? Okay, I'm noticing some interesting. Okay. I'm noticing some stuff that is not supposed to be doing. But this is my system. This is what I use. Let me flip the camera back. Okay. So right now I'm getting ready to work on the portable, what is it? The podcast table. So how do you go about looking for a podcast table, right? When you're working on a solicitation, how do I go about looking for a podcast table? Well, what I do is a couple of things. I am going to go online and look up podcast tables. Plain and simple. It's not hard, guys. I'm going to go online and look up podcast tables, and then I'm going to see what companies have podcast tables, and then I am going to call them. A lot of you guys call subcontractors, right? You guys call subcontractors, and you might get a voicemail or something. And right now I'm putting in the data that I need for the podcast table, so I'm editing it. So you'll call a podcast company or find out whatever. You'll call a subcontractor and they won't answer the phone. And a lot of you guys just hang up. You just hang up. And you shouldn't do that, because guess what? They're going to call you back, right? If you leave a message. They're a business. So they want your business. They don't know they want your business yet, but they want your business. And so what you should do when you're working a solicitation, you start calling subcontractors, is leave a voicemail. If they have an email, follow up with an email. Always follow up with an email. Don't just do a phone call. Just follow up with an email, okay? So when you're calling subcontractors, that's what you're supposed to do. Now, I'm pulling up the documentation for this podcast one, because I need to find out what type of podcast table that they're looking for. Now, majority of you guys, when you're bidding, you're going to bid directly from SAM.gov. It's going to be all the documents on SAM.gov. You can pull it up, you can read it, whatever. This one is actually in Pi. And if you don't know what Pi is, I don't know what Pi stands for, honestly, if I'm thinking about it. But Pi, Pi has WAFT in it. WAFT is where you invoice. You can actually bid in Pi as well. So this solicitation for the podcast table is actually in Pi. And right now what I'm looking for, because I'm going to call and I'm going to get some subcontractors information, I am actually looking for where it's located. I need to know where to send this podcast table. So I'm pulling up the documents, I'm pulling up the solicitation documents, and I am looking to see where I'm going to be delivering this podcast table. Yeah, sometimes they do have information. Sometimes they do have the information. I'm going to say a lot of times they don't, but sometimes they do have the information. Okay, this is the time they don't. I don't know where I'm delivering this podcast table. Let's see, podcast, blah, 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 blah. So I know it's a 28 wide and a 24 long by 22 trapezoid-like shape. Trapezoid, ain't that no, that's an octagon. Ain't a trapezoid like a triangle? What's a trapezoid? Oh, no, trapezoid isn't a trapezoid no. Okay. I don't remember. I think it's I don't remember. If you know what a trapezoid is, go ahead and put in the comments, because I think it's almost like a triangle with maybe an extra side or something. But anyway, that's what they're looking for. But guess what, y'all? I don't know where I'm sending this. There's no information on where I'm sending this. Let me see if there's, okay, here you go, right here. It's going to Fort Drummond, New York. So now that I know the location of the podcast table, let me type that in, Fort Drummond, New York, because I need that information. Because we don't want to keep going back to SAM.gov to get the information. That's why we write it down. Fort Drum, New York. New York. Any New Yorkers in the house? Hey, I want to go to New York one day. Okay, so this solicitation, one thing also you need to be aware of when you work on solicitations is, when is it due? You don't want to be working. you don't want to be working something and it's past due. I've done that many times before. Many times before, and it's a pain in the butt. Okay. Also, one thing else, Bronx. Okay, Bronx. I love New York. I'm gonna come there one day. I love the way Bronx sound when people say it. It's just a cool word. But anyway, pay attention to the due date, because you don't want to be working a solicitation and the due date is passed. So pay attention to the due date. Also, pay attention. Not only pay attention to the due date, pay attention to the time zone. A lot of people just look at the time and don't look at the time zone. So you're in Eastern time and it's due, okay, let's say you're in Central time and it's due Eastern time. So you think you have till 10:45 Central when it's really Eastern. And then you go bid at 10:45, submitted by 10:45. And then they're like, sorry, you're an hour late. We're not accepting your solicitation. You'd be like, wait, what is 10:45? And then you look and it's like, oh my God, that says Eastern. So pay attention to the time zone, okay? So I'm putting that in my system. It's due 8:25 at 10:45 p.m. Eastern time. They're looking for a table for the use of a podcast studio space. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to download all the documents. Because once again, sam.gov be acting fidgety, y'all. And I don't want to have to go to sam.gov or get the information that I'm looking for, right? I don't have to go and get the information I'm looking for. And sam.gov is down. So now I can't get the information. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And guess what, y'all? This solicitation only has one document. It only has one document. They need one podcast table. Okay. Fort Drum, New York. Okay. So now that I have the location, the time is due, I've uploaded the documents, I know what they're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And now I'm going to go look for a solicitation. I'm going to go look for a company. So we're looking for podcast tables. I need to make sure that I have the description that they're looking for. Where did it go? So we are going to make sure I got the description. We look for a table, use podcast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the website. I'm going to go to a website. I'm just going to do a Google search. Y'all be wanting to know, where do I go to find the subcontractors? Where do I go? I'm just going to do a Google search. Podcast tables. I'm going to do a Google search in the area. So it's in Fort Drum, New York. Let's see if we got a zip code. 13602. 13602. All right. And let's see. Look, they got a website called Podcast Table Shop. I don't know if that's in Fort Drum. I don't know if that's in New York. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to see. Build better service. Let's see. They might be open. If they open, I'm going to actually call them. Y'all can actually hear me talk on the phone with them. Let's see. They open it. And you know what, guys? I actually don't have to look for a vendor in New York. As long as they can ship it, I can look for anybody. It don't have to be in New York. The reason why I was looking like, is because their hours of operation is 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Who closes at 3 p.m.? That's weird. But I'm going to leave a message. So I'm going to show y'all what it sounds like when you leave a message on the phone to a subcontractor. So I'm going to make a phone call and I'm going to leave a message and they'll call me back tomorrow. So let me see. Let me get the information.
Hey, Jason here with Podcast Table Shop. Thanks so much for your phone call. Leave me a message or send me a text. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Hi, I am calling to get a quote on a podcast table. I'm looking for something that's a trapezoid shape 28 by 24 by 22. If you can please give me a call back tomorrow whenever you open, I would greatly appreciate that. Once again, I am calling to get a quote on a podcast table, trapezoid-like shape. 28 by 24 by 22. All right, thank you. All right, so I just left a message, and I know I didn't say my contact information because I can't give out my phone number, and I don't want y'all to have my phone number anyway. He'll have call ID, or I'm gonna call back tomorrow when they open up anyway. But that's how it goes. So like when you're talking to a subcontractor, they don't answer the phone. You don't just hang up. You leave a message because they will call you back. So what I'm gonna do is, because I'm interested in this person podcast, I don't know where they're located. Let me see where they're located. Oh, they're in Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. Wichita, yeah. I'm sorry, I haven't tried to read right. They're in Kansas, but they ship all over the U.S. and Canada. They're shipped all over the U.S. and Canada. So woohoo, we can use that one. So what I'm going to do in my system, I have a way. Let me approve this. And let me see if I can claim it. So like I said, I created a system in Riplet. Riplet is an AI app. Like you can create websites. You can create a bunch of different stuff. So I created this bidding website for me. So I can do what I need to do. So because I'm going to call them in the morning, I'm going to get their information. So I'm going to type in their information. What did he say? His name was Jason, right? They're called Podcast Table Shop. Now, anybody you call as a subcontractor, you want to make sure you write down the information, because if they call you back, you need to know who you called, first of all, right? Who you called, you need to know, you need to be able to keep track of who you called. So I got his email, I got his phone number. And of course, it's 8 o'clock, so people are going to be closed. They're in Kansas. I think it's Kansas Central Time. Anybody know? I don't know. I think Kansas is the Central Time. So, I mean, he closed at 3 p.m. though. So he been closed. What the hell? Oh, he been closed for a while. So we're going to go to my call log. Now, what I recommend you guys call at least 12 vendors. Now, will all 12 vendors get back to you? Hell to the no. No, they will not. They will not get back to you. But at least you'll have options, right? If you only go with one, hold on. His name is Jason Derulo. Did he say his last name? I don't remember. Okay, whatever. Jason 381 and his email address. Yeah, so I recommend you guys find at least 12 subcontractors to call, because if you have 12 to call, then if you leave messages or talk to all 12, at least maybe 3 will get back to you. So you call but if you only call one, more than likely they probably won't get back to you. So always call as many subcontractors. Hell, I mean, I just said 12 because I think 12 is good. But if you want to call 20, do you, boo? The biggest thing is to get at least 3 quotes. Okay. So I'm going to save that entry. Okay. Oh, notes are required. Oh, okay. Look, I created this website and I'm like, why is it doing that? I'll be forgetting why I created stuff myself. We'll call tomorrow. Okay, so now I have him as a vendor, so I'm gonna call him, and then I'm just gonna go look up some more people. I'm just gonna look up podcast tables and see who else. So we got podcast table shop, podcast table forecast, and I'm just gonna look up different Is that a trapezoid? Yeah, is it? I'm gonna show you. Is this a trapezoid? I still don't know what a trapezoid looks like. I can't remember. Is that a trapezoid? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Would it be? I don't know. But I'm going to search, and I usually don't use Edge, but I'm using it today. I'm gonna search podcast tables, and then I'm just gonna go to different companies and actually look them up and look up everything that I'm trying to find out. Let me just flip it back over. And then I'll just do that for everything that I'm working on. So, like I said, I'm here. I'm actually here to work. So if you guys want to watch me work, if you guys got questions while I'm doing this, please feel free to ask your questions. But I'm I'm actually deciding to work. So who sells podcast tables? So furniture stores. I'm gonna go to Google Maps. I don't think furniture stores sell podcast tables. Let me do a search. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't know what to type. I don't know what to look up. It kills me when people say that, because if you don't know what to look up what you don't know. That's what you're supposed to look up. If you don't know what to type, if you don't know where to find podcast tables, then that's the search. Who sells podcast tables? So who sells podcast tables? What type of company? Let's see. Oh, who sells podcast tables? Podcast tables. What type of company? What type of company sells pod? And this is what I do. Cast tables. Because remember, as a Federal Concierge, you don't have to know how to, like, what the job entails. You don't have to know, how to do the job. You just got to find somebody who can do it. So Google says podcasts are organized in categories, reflect focus audience. What type of company sells podcast tables? That's not what I was looking for. And you just got to keep playing with it. Like, you just got to keep playing with the results. You got to just, keep typing it in. Podcast table, purchase, like different varieties of what you're looking for. So podcast table, purchase. And sometimes you can actually put in what they're looking for. So they're looking for a 28 by 24 by 22 trapezoid-like shape podcast. I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to put that in, see what that pulls up. Podcast table. So I put a 28 by 24 by 22. I knew it's kind of like a triangle. It's like a skirt. That's a trapezoid. That's the shape. A skirt. It's like, yeah, like a skirt. Okay, so Amazon sells it. Let's see how much Amazon charges for a podcast table. We got 20, and sometimes the government do be asking for weird dimensions. Sometimes, like, they be asking for stuff that ain't even like realistic. And it's okay if you can't find one, but if you find one that may be a slightly bigger, that's cool. So Amazon sell them. Oh, they only like $200, $300. Now this one I can actually buy on Amazon, sell it to the government, and put some extra money on top. It's only like $180 to $300. But they're looking for a 28 by 24 by 22. I think that's small. But I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to look. So we got Amazon, Wayfair. Wayfair sell podcast tables? They did. Well, it's not really a podcast table. It's a trapezoid. I wonder what's the difference between a podcast table and a regular table. You know what? I'm about to leave Edge. Edge is whack. Guys, don't search in Edge for your stuff. Go to Google. Let me move my Google down here. Okay, so let's go to Google search because Edge sucks. All right. Podcast tables purchase. And I'm going to put the dimensions and the type, and let's see what we come up with. All right. Uline sales podcast. Well, that's not really a podcast table. Y'all, if you can get in with like a net 30 company, baby, that'd be dope. Because then, you could purchase it, they'll deliver it, and then you pay them in a net 30 anyway. So that's cool. Why can't I find, is this a weird ask? I didn't think so. I'm looking for 28 by 24 by 22, and I'm not finding that. What am I looking? I don't see it, guys. So maybe that guy that I wrote down, he might be my best bet. So I'm excited to call him tomorrow. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move on to the next solicitation because I don't know why I'm not finding any podcast tables. So we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so the next one I'm getting ready to work on is, let's see, mortuary services. Let me see. No, I want to do the joystick. I want to know what they're asking for. They're looking for a joystick, guys. The government is looking for a joystick. Well, how long I've been on here? Because, I'm only on here an hour. I don't know. 35 minutes, that's it? Dang, why I feel longer than that? Okay, the government is looking for a joystick. Let's see what they really, oh my God. Let's see what they're really looking for. A 3-axle USB joystick. What is that? Let's see. Oh, I hope they're looking for 500 of them. I mean, am I the only one who think a joystick is something? Oh, they're looking for 72. So what I'm going to look up is I'm going to actually just look up 3-axis USB joystick and see what I come up with. Damn. They $800. God, dog. Between $3 and $900. But first of all, what is a USB 3-axis USB joystick? We got to make sure we find the right one. Okay, here you go, a 3 USB joystick. Let's see what that looks like. Damn, it's $600, y'all. Jeez Louises. Is this what they want? Brand name. Oh, they got the brand name. Okay, that's good. Then I can go straight there and look for the brand name. Let's put the brand name in here. Once again, guys, if you're just joining me, I'm actually working solicitations because I just felt like it. I missed it a little bit, so I want to do it. So this is the process that I go through when working solicitations. It's really nothing exciting. You guys are free to ask questions if you have them. But right now I'm looking up a joystick, 3-axis USB joystick. They want 72 of them. And it's looking like they range from $200 to $800. So that adds up pretty quickly. They have, let me see. I'm sleepy, y'all. I'm sleepy. But I am going to get into this tomorrow. I'm going to really get into this tomorrow. Dang. Nah, this one's $1,400. Jeez Louises. See, products are easy, but when they be wanting specific things, it's kind of hard. And they got a part number, so I'm gonna look it up by the part number. Let's see if the part number helps me. Joystick. Okay, here we go. It's $400, y'all. This joystick costs $400. Oh, okay. Well, forget you too. I guess it's a mouse. I don't know what this is. But I'm telling you something. I'm gonna call this company. Let me see. 1-833393807. I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna see.
Thank you for calling Online Components. Please note that we may use our phone service provider to record this call for training, quality, and analytics purposes. We are currently closed. Our normal office hours are Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Arizona time. Please email us at cs@online.
Okay, so they closed. But, yo, I think I found it. This is the exact same part. It's the exact same model. Part number. I think I found it. Y'all want to see what it look like? Let me show you what it look like. I'm going to show you what it look like. This is it. This is it. This is a 3-axis USB joystick. 3-axis USB joystick. Now that I found it, I am going to call them tomorrow to make sure that this is what they want, but they want 72 of these. And this thing costs about $412. And look at this, y'all. I can request a quote. I don't even have to call them. I can literally literally click on here and request a quote. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to request a quote. Some products allow you to do that. And it's really dope. So I don't know what that means. Targeted price. I don't know what that means. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just call them because I'm not sure how to fill out this quote thing. But that's really it. This is all we do all day. This is all we do. Look up solicitations, we download the documents, we read them, and then we go search for them and then call to get quotes. That's all we do. That's all we do. Oh my God. But I'm tired, y'all. Y'all don't have no questions? Y'all must know it all, right? Y'all must know everything. Y'all don't need no questions. But that's all I'm doing. So I'm just going to finish doing what I do. Thank you for those of you who, are watching. But I'm about to just do this work. Well, why you ain't saying nothing if you lost? Why you not saying nothing then? Ooh, y'all get on my nerves. That's why I be on here so y'all can ask questions. Like, what is you doing? What does that mean? Why you doing that? Like, ask the questions you don't know. Why you lost? You should be lost. You paid these people $8K and they ain't bid yo, why would you do that? That's crazy. Like, I'm telling you, bidding is not as complicated as many people think. Y'all, I am so tired. I'm ready to go to bed. Bidding is not as hard as people think. You don't need, y'all want to waste money, just give it to me. I'll give you my Zelle. You can Zelle me some money if that's what you want to do. Bidding is not hard. Looking for this is not hard. Y'all literally just saw what I did. I found all solicitations that I wanted to work on after my search. I broke down the documents. I looked up the subcontractors, and I'm just looking online for the people to do the quote. Like I said, it's 9 o'clock, so nobody's going to answer the phone. But you can leave messages. Y'all heard me leave a message, right? So don't do that. And Beastly, don't be lost. Ask questions before I kick you off my live. What type of bid do you stay away from? I don't stay away from nothing. I don't stay away from anything that was improper. Why? Because I'm not doing the work. As a federal concierge, I don't have to do the physical labor. Hold on, let me save this online component. I found I found the thing, y'all. So let me add that into my system. But yeah, I literally I bid on everything. As long as I can find somebody to do it, I'll bid on it. It don't matter. I don't care. As long as I can find somebody to do it, I will bid on it. It could be, look, mortuary services. I don't know nobody to do that, but I'm gonna go look. Now I will say the ones that I have not gone after, like, oh yeah, it's construction. But now I have a construction vendor to help me. So I just send him everything. And so now I'm doing constructions, but I'm still weary on doing constructions if it got a bid bond. Because the whole bid bonding process, do y'all know what a bid bond is? Have y'all ever heard of a bid bond? Right? Bid bonds are basically the government asking you to pay like a company for insurance. Like it's like almost like insurance, like they're insuring that you're going to do the work. And so the government wants like you to pay a company to insure your work. So if you don't do it, then they can go, go after the company and the company can finish the work or pay whatever is left to do on the work. So there's a bid bond. There is a bid bond. There's a payment bond. And there's another type of bond. I can't think of what it's called. But the idea of having to pay another company to bid, I just can't get with that. Maybe you can. I can't. Because guess what? If you don't win, you don't get that money back. So if I stay away from anything, it's going to be anything that has bid bonds. I'm not doing that. Maybe I'm aiming a bit high. I have tried bidding on cleaning services, uniforms for the VA. No, you're not bidding high. Are you kidding me? You're aiming high. Oh, you mean aiming high as in pricing? Let me tell you something. Linda. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna get off because I'm really sleepy. There are thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of solicitations posted every single day on SAM.gov. I'm gonna tell you a story. I was bidding on a solicitation one time. It was for printer rentals. And I found a company. They gave me a quote. I think our quote was like $30,000 or something. And that was normal. Like that was a normal price. I won the contract, but one of the the contract officer called me. And I wish he wouldn't have did this because I felt bad. I felt terrible. But the contract officer called me and said, if it wasn't for you, or if you did, he ain't say it like this, but he's basically saying, if it wasn't for you coming in with your $30,000, we would have awarded this contract to somebody who was going to charge $200 and something thousand. Now, why he had to tell me that? Like, I was thinking in my head, dude, like I could have went my life without knowing that. So my point in saying that is, yeah, I felt like, dude, why would you tell me that? My point is, bid high you want to bid, because sometimes the government only gets one person to submit. And if only one person submits, they was getting ready to award this person $200 and something thousand to do the same thing the company I found for like 30 or 40,000. But this is the thing about bidding how you want to bid. You got to do it a lot. Yes, you can overbid, you can shoot high, you can aim high, you can do all of that you want. But if you're doing like one a week, it's never going to look like it's going to work out for you. You have to consistently, constantly bid 10 a week, 50 a month, whatever. And if you want to bid stupid crazy, because guess what? One day you're going to be bidding stupid crazy. You're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go for it. $1 million on top. Right? And you the only one who bid it. And you're going to get a phone call or an email that says, Beasley, congratulations. You've been awarded. And you're going to freak out. Like, I was just awarded $1 million. I was just playing. But you're going to have been awarded. So aim high. You know, I always say there's 3 different types of bidders, right? And so you got to decide what type of bidder you want to be. If you want to aim high every time, you can do that, but you have to bid constantly in order to see any results. So what I have, guys, and I'm getting ready to go because I am tired, and I'm gonna continue working on my solicitations tomorrow because I got a bunch of them that I'm doing, and I'm very excited about it now that I found the joystick. So let me tell you what I have going on before I get up out of here. As y'all know, I am your Proposal Pro coach. I've been doing this for the last 2.5 years. And so what I do to help people move into that space of submitting, not just moving to the space, but actually submitting, I have a workshop that I run in Dallas. Okay, it's a 3-day workshop. And it's helping you to build and submit your first or your most effective government proposal. That workshop is in Dallas, and it is 3 days. We actually go through this entire process, you just seen me online do, finding solicitations, calling subcontractors, sending out emails, getting all that stuff. We do that in the workshop. And at the end of the workshop, you leave with a submitted proposal, not a fake proposal, not something you got to follow up with. I mean, like something like with no quote in there. Like you're leaving with a quote. You're leaving with a submitted proposal that you could really win. And so do I have a package that tells you all of that? Yeah, but it's live and in person. Tickets are on sale. And right now until August 31st, you can get $500 off the ticket. So if y'all want to get it, y'all, really should get it in now, because coming September 1st, it goes back to regular pricing. Okay. And if you feel like you can't afford it now, you probably definitely not going to be able to afford it when it goes to regular pricing. But my workshop has brought out someone who has won a proposal in the workshop. The proposal we submit in the workshop, they actually won. They paid their ticket and they ended up making a 5-figure. They paid a low 4-figure and ended up winning a 5-figure contract. Like $20,000, $25,000, $26,000, something like that. So if you want to get in the room, this is where you need to be. The Proposal Pro Academy presents how to build and submit your next government proposal in just 3 days. So that $8,000 you spent, man, you could have came to my workshop and submitted your proposal and continue submitting and submitting. If you guys want to get a ticket, you go to the link in my bio or in the description and go get your tickets. The workshop is September 22nd through the 24th in downtown Dallas. It's an amazing workshop. I work with you one-on-one. I'm excited. I love being in person. And yes, it has to be in person. People ask me, why you don't do it online? I can't do it online because I can't control the room online You got distraction. I can't walk behind you. I can't see what you're doing. I can't make sure you're not falling behind. Just like Beastly talking about, I'm lost in the sauce and they want to ask no questions. I look at you. We see each other, right? And I can tell when you're lost. And I make sure you don't leave without being lost. Okay? I'm a different type of person when it comes to workshops. A lot of people like their workshops, their events, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 people. I don't do that. There's only 10 seats, 10 slots available for this workshop. Only 10, because I like to keep the room small. It may not even be 10. It's however many, but it's up to 10. I want to give you that one-on-one attention that you deserve. And that you're I deserve. I guess that's the word I was trying to say. So guys, watch us submit. PPA presents how to build and submit your next government proposal in just 3 days. September 22nd. Tickets are on sale. Fast action pricing ends August 31st. Then it goes back up to regular pricing, which is $500 more than what it. So go to the link in the bio, go get your ticket, and I'll see you at the workshop. But guys, look, it's 9:00. It's 9:00. Wait, is it 9:00? 9:00, or is it 5:00? 5:00. Home Alone. Is it 9 or 5? Oh my God, how I forget that song? It's 9:00, right? It's 9:00. I think it's 9:00. I'm about to get out of here. I'm tired, but I am going to continue working on this solicitation. I have 2 in the pot, already 3 that I'm bidding on myself that I'm going to physically do the work. So that's 5 solicitations I'm probably going to get ready to submit within the next 2 to 3 days. Oh, plus the 2 that I'm working on. So that's 5. That's 7 solicitations that I'm going to be bidding on in the next few days. Bidding is not the hard part. It's getting over the hump that you can't do it or that it's too complicated. Everybody can do it. It's exciting. I can't wait. So go get your ticket. Go to the link in the bio. Go check it out. If you guys got questions, you can book a call with me and talk. We can talk it out. You can book a call with me and we can talk it out and find you the best option for you. Okay? All right, Beastly, next time I'm on live, you better be asking questions and don't be lost, or I'm going to block you from my lives. You better be the first person to ask a question next time, okay? Because I'm going to block you. Okay, go ahead and book a call. I will see you too. And when you book a call, you better be asking questions, okay? I will be live. I might be live tomorrow. I've been trying to go live every single day, you guys. If I don't go live tomorrow, it's because I'm in the process of doing some work around the house that needs to be done. So if I don't go live, but more than likely I will, okay? So y'all come and ask y'all questions. I'm going to finish soliciting. I'm going to do 7 solicitations probably within the next couple of weeks submitting. So y'all have a wonderful night. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Have a wonderful night. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me and watching me work. Y'all could have liked a little bit more. I'm just saying, but whatever. I appreciate y'all watching anyway. All right. Have a good night. Bye. All right, guys. Thank you YouTube for watching. Sorry, my face was this way the whole time. But I have 4 screens, as I told you guys before, so I apologize. I'll be in the studio next time, so we'll be good. All right. I hope you guys learned something, kind of saw like how easy it was to go through a solicitation and look for what to look for and stuff like that. So I hope that was helpful. Listen, PPA presents how to build and submit your next government proposal in just 3 days. It's September 22nd. Go get your tickets. If you're ready to start getting serious in government contracting, you've been doing this for a long time, but it hasn't fared out. You haven't submitted anything. You've been doing it alone by yourself and have gotten no results. Maybe it's time for you to invest in yourself. Come to the workshop so you can get the results that you have not been able to get for yourself. Link is in the description. Go get your tickets. Special pricing ends August 31st. Okay. I will see you guys later tomorrow. I'm going to bed. Have a good night. Bye.